triangular hypersonic aircraft, Mach 5 speed capabilities, a secret buried in the desert. Have you ever heard of the SR-91 Aurora? Rumor has it that this hypersonic spy plane was developed by the military in the 1980s. Supposedly, the Aurora was designed to be a replacement for the SR-71 Blackbird and could reach hypersonic flying speeds of Mach 5 and more. There have been a few reported sightings of the Aurora, but it's still not clear if these planes actually exist. Some people believe that the Aurora is just a myth, while others think that the planes might be real but have never been fully developed. In this video, we'll take a look at the evidence for and against the existence of the SR-91 Aurora spy plane. We'll also explore the potential implications of these planes if they do exist. So if you're curious to learn more about America's fastest spy plane that doesn't exist, make sure you watch the whole video. Does the SR-91 Aurora actually exist? There is no hard evidence to suggest the SR-91 Aurora actually exists. Only hearsay evidence exists from unverified sightings. The military has also been tight-lipped about it. The name Aurora is only known because it accidentally leaked in a budget report in 1985. Reports of a phenomenon known as skyquakes, sonic booms originating in the sky over Los Angeles, have been accepted by some as evidence that the SR-91 Aurora exists. The reason some argue this is evidence of the SR-91 is because of Los Angeles' proximity to Area 51. There is no firm evidence that the source of these skyquakes is actually a secret spy jet being tested over Area 51, though. Another reason some suggest that skyquakes possibly coming from Area 51 is evidence of the SR-91 Aurora is because at the time, no other fixed-wing aircraft in the United States were capable of that feat. Because of that, some people believed that meant a classified aircraft was being tested, and they believed that classified aircraft was the SR-91. How did the idea of the SR-91 Aurora come to be? There were a handful of details that led to the notion that the SR-91 Aurora existed. To start, there had been a lot of discussion about the retirement of the SR-91 Blackbird, a known spy plane that certainly existed. The SR-71 had been in service for nearly 20 years at this point, and while groundbreaking at the time of its conception, it was starting to get a little dated. These aircraft were also getting expensive to maintain and keep in operation. While discussion of a replacement for the aging SR-71 was happening, other details were not being released to the public. However, in 1985, a budget report was leaked that revealed funding for a project called Aurora that mentioned funding for aircraft. This led many to speculate the Aurora project would be an advanced spy plane to replace the SR-71. Thus, the name SR-91 Aurora came to be. Alleged evidence of the SR-91 Aurora's existence. Over the years, there have been a lot of stories of sightings and reports of other evidence that were supposed to be attributed to the SR-91 Aurora. This evidence comes in several forms, from stories of sightings from witnesses to grainy videos and pictures. Per some accounts, the SR-91 is not so much seen as it is heard. Reports of a phenomenon known as skyquakes have been heard over Los Angeles. It may sound like a stretch, but there are a few reasons this has been tied to the SR-91. First, Los Angeles is close to Area 51, which is where the SR-91 is believed to be operating out of. Because of its proximity to Area 51, a lot of unusual activity in the sky has been attributed to the SR-91. Second, skyquakes are sonic booms originating in the sky. One of the key aspects of the SR-91 is that it's supposed to be hypersonic, so in theory, if it was real, it would make a sonic boom as it reached a certain speed. Related to skyquakes is the trail an SR-91 is supposed to leave in the air as it accelerates. Allegedly, the SR-91 uses a pulse engine, which is supposed to work by using several rapid detonations of fuel to propel an aircraft. These detonations are supposed to leave a very unique trail behind the aircraft. It looks like several smoke rings in the sky instead of one steady stream like you would normally see a jet leave behind. There have been reports and some low-quality photos of these smoke rings in the sky around the general area of Los Angeles as well as Area 51. Finally, there have been reports of people eavesdropping on radio traffic that have hinted at some form of spectacular aircraft around Area 51. This aircraft was flying at extremely high altitudes and speeds. In fact, based on the radio chatter, the aircraft in question was flying at altitudes over 67,000 feet, which at the time was not a feat most other American aircraft were capable of. It is very unlikely that the SR-91 Aurora is a real aircraft. There is just no concrete evidence to support that this spy plane is real. Even the leaked budget report where Aurora was first seen has been debunked by the former director of Lockheed, who was responsible for the Aurora project. Years after that budget report, the director revealed that the project was actually for the U-2 Spirit. The reliability of eyewitness accounts as well as poor quality photos and videos is doubtful. While these people certainly saw something in the sky that was a little unusual, to the untrained eye, a lot of military aircraft may look similar. Most people might not even be familiar enough with military aircraft to be able to tell that an odd-shaped jet is actually a commonly used jet. As for low-quality photos and videos, it has never been particularly difficult to doctor photos and videos. Similarly, pulse engines have recently been seen to be inefficient and not particularly fast at all. A test flight of an aircraft using a pulse engine was first publicly flown in 2008 at a whopping 120 miles an hour. These speeds are hardly hypersonic, and if the technology didn't exist in the late 2000s, it's highly unlikely that it existed in the 80s in any efficient mass-producible form. Well, that wraps up our discussion of the SR-91 Aurora aircraft. What do you think? Does it exist, or is it just a legend? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching Military Minds, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more videos. I'll see you next time.